Welcome to this video where we're going to take a look at the New York State Education Department webpage for computer science and digital fluency learning standards. If you look up in the Omni box, you can see the address is nysed.gov/curriculum instruction/computer science and digital fluency learning standards. If you Google NYSED CSDF, you will also get to this page. I highly recommend that you click the star to bookmark this page so you have it available to you either on your bookmarks toolbar up at the top of your screen or wherever you typically save your websites. So let's take a quick look at these standards. So you'll notice in the center of the page you have this image that shows the 5 concept areas. We are going to be looking at these concept areas and the sub-concept areas from the lens of math as we go through this course. Below the image, you're going to see some links. The first one is really important because it is the link to all of the standards, and we will spend some time with that PDF today. Below that is the glossary of terms. It's really important that we build a common vocabulary K-12. And then there is an Excel spreadsheet for the standards so that you can use this for your curriculum mapping and as a way to edit and add in any notes that you have as you're going through these standards. Below that, you have learning standards by grade band, so you can print out just your grade band, but I highly recommend that you look at the standards above and beyond your grade band to see what the students should be coming up with and what they'll need moving on to the next level. Below those grade bands, you have standards examples. We'll jump into this document later in the course. Next, you have the at-a-glance standards documents. These are great documents for you to take a peek at, but just be aware that they don't have the clarifying statements on them. So if you need to look at that or this is the first one through, I highly recommend use the learning standards by grade bands or the big PDF at the top. Below the at-a-glance standards document is the educational resource for you for the Smart Start grant artifacts. New York State Department awarded funds to 17 different applicants to roll these standards out, and they're required to put all of their information on the rollout process, how they did all of their meetings, and all of their activities and lessons need to be posted in here as well. So it's a great resource for you to see how other districts are incorporating these standards. Over on the left, you'll see that you have some resources here as well. You have your implementation timeline and roadmap. You'll note that through August of 2023, we're in the capacity stage, but as of September 2023, any credit-bearing computer science courses need to be aligned to the standards. For the rest of us that are not credit-bearing computer science courses, it's September of 2024 that these need full implementation into our classrooms. There are some roadmaps that are here for you, a PDF version and an editable version to bring back to your teams to think about how you're going to roll out these standards. Below that one, you have over in the blue line again, you have the standards development process if you want to see how these standards were created. And then you have a FAQ section that has some really good answers to questions that we typically hear as we're going through and understanding what these standards are going to look like. So if you're curious, just click on the red plus and you'll see some information for each of these questions. Below the FAQs is the computer science statement of eligibility link. So this is for anyone that's currently teaching a computer science course that's listed on this acceptable computer science courses list to be able to get a 10-year continuous to continue to teach without getting the certification or using that time to get your certification. The application they're saying right now is going to be out in 2022. So keep a look out for that information on this website. Again, you can get that from the main New York State Education Department website, the Computer Science Statement of Continued Eligibility. You also have a link again to the Smart Start artifacts from that blue navigation side as well. So take a moment and go through this website, check it out, make sure that you spend some time getting to know the standards if this is your first time through, or you can consider taking the other 3 credit courses that go into each of the 5 concept areas that you see on your screen here. So this is for you to take a look at and to spend some time on before we dive into what it looks like in your classroom.